this is Asia. Today I'm gonna be talking about my lupus story. I think I told you guys a couple videos ago that I had lupus, but I just never fully explained everything that happened and that went down. I am 18, and when I was 13, I was diagnosed with lupus. Or was it 14? I think 14. It was so long ago. Anyways, around that time I was playing basketball. I was in 8th grade. You know, I was doing pretty good. You know, going to school every day. Just doing what I was, basically what an 8th grader does. Going to school. Just enjoying it. You know, get ready to go into high school and experience the new challenges and different people and stuff that I met. And at the time I was playing basketball, I was on the school team. It's called Lady Bulldogs. And I was doing fine. I was, running. I was shooting, just doing everything that you would do playing basketball. And, after a couple weeks. Oh, first of all, I was talking to this girl. Now, mind you, I was catfishing her because I didn't have the courage to come out around that time about me liking girls. And I acted like I was a boy. And I acted like the boy that was talking to her was my cousin. But I seen her in school every day. So, after a while, that just ended. She didn't find out. But she just wasn't getting interested anymore because she wasn't able to see him. And I wasn't able to, basically talk to her. Well, I did talk to her on the phone. But she couldn't tell. But I just basically couldn't, FaceTime her and Skype her and all of that or whatever. So that ended, and I was really depressed because I really had feelings for this girl. So, long story short, I started getting depressed. I stopped eating, and then around that time, I just had a lot of fucking stress on me. So I started losing weight. I stopped eating. I started getting this real bad pain in the back of my right calf, and I couldn't walk. It hurt. I stopped going to school for a while. But the weird thing was, when I would play basketball and run, it didn't hurt. But when I walked, it hurted. So I, stopped playing basketball after a while. Stopped going to school. Just staying in my mom's room. I didn't want to sleep in my own bed. Or I'd wake up in the middle of the night crying and screaming because, number one, I didn't feel like my foot would be burning and itching. So my mom got me this cream. I think it's called, what is that shit called? For feet fungus. Because I thought that's what I had. Well, she thought that's what I had. And it didn't work. It still kept hurting and burning in the middle of the night. Just on fire. Especially after basketball games. And after a while, I just stopped using it. And I just kept laying around. Kept sleeping and stuff. More and more. I couldn't eat anything. I was losing at least 40, 50 pounds. So, which I'll be putting pictures up. And after a while, actually, I'm going to show you a picture now of me in the hospital. But when I was in the kitchen with my grandma, because me and my mom lived with my grandma at the time. And I was in the kitchen getting water, because that was one of the things that I did. I would crawl down the stairs, get water from the fridge, and then lay back down for the day. And I went to go get some water, and my grandma was calling me. I couldn't hear her, though. I was weak, I was hungry, and I don't know why I didn't hear her, but I think probably because I was so weak and out of it, I didn't hear her at all. So I was getting water. She said she called me, and I almost dropped to the floor because I was about to faint. And she ended up picking me up and taking me to the hospital. And my mom was at work at the time. She was working at Walmart as a cashier because, she didn't have a job at the time, and she was on unemployment. So she needed, a job and stuff, especially because she was taking me back to the doctors. So we went to the emergency room. They did all this testing and stuff on me, and I stayed in there for a good week. Started doing blood work. They started just doing different things. I had a blood clot in the back of my right calf that had went to my lungs, and I had difficulty breathing, just different chest pains and stuff, just wheezing and stuff like that. So I stayed in there. I had testing done, IVs done, all type of shit, so they could like really figure it out. Then after about 2 or 3 days, they said you got lupus. You got SLE lupus. It's a autoimmune disease that fights. It means that your immune system is basically fighting itself. So I had that, and then on top of that, they seen that my joints are swollen, my knees, my hands. Like as you can see, my hands are extremely swollen. Not extremely swollen, but they're swollen. They're usually more swollen than this, but so they said you have rheumatoid arthritis as well. And I just had to get. I was scared at the time. Like I didn't cry or anything like that, but when they told me, I just was scared. And my mom cried, and I don't think it really hit me until I got home. They had to do like all type of tests and stuff, and they put me on different medications, and I had to get an infusion every so often. And sorry about that, it was making a lot of noise. I had to get infusions a lot often. No. Anyways, I had to get infusions a lot at my house and at the hospital every every 2 weeks, I think. And I just was in a bad position, just like different stuff I couldn't do. I had to relax and stuff like that. Going into the bathroom, I couldn't wash myself at the hospital. I still wasn't eating, and my mom had to force me to eat and stuff like that. But like it just took me like a long time to bounce back. Like my hair was falling out around the time before I went to the hospital, and like big sizes like of quarters. And what else? It just was bad. And I told my mom, I said, I got lupus, but lupus doesn't have me. I don't think it really hit me until I got older, because it started affecting different stuff that I do, as far as that a kid is supposed to be able to do. And just like after a while, like I think about a year later, I went to my mom's father's side of the family to go to, a kid event for like trampolines and a block party and stuff like that. And I was jumping on the trampoline, and it was to the point where if I jumped or did anything wrong, like my leg would lock up, just different shit that would happen with me. And it was just like really hard seeing everybody else be able to do what kids should be able to do, And I was so young. And what really hurt me was while I was in the hospital, like some of my family came to visit me and stuff like that, but my dad didn't come visit me. And I mean, yeah, he don't take care of me and stuff like that, but when my mom asked him like to come see me, he said he didn't want her to call the cops on him or whatever. And my thing was like, even if she was gonna call the cops on you, your firstborn daughter is at the hospital fighting for her life. Like I could have died. And he just wasn't there for me, and I never really got over it until I got older, because I had so much like regret and like bitterness towards him, because I feel like you don't give a fuck about me that much to not come visit me when I'm in the hospital. It was just a very hard transition, and I was still sad about it, but I was trying to get over it about having a lupus and being sick and whatever, and just coming to reality. My health was like really up and down. 1 minute I'll be okay, 1 minute I'm in the hospital again, 1 minute my hair is falling out, 1 minute it's not. And just in my 11th grade out of high school is when my health started really getting stable and stuff like that, and it just started going how it's supposed to go. And now my health is better, but it's still hard sometimes having to take all type of medications and stuff like that, and still having to do a lot of extra stuff. Like when me and Jazz do plan on having kids, I have to take extra steps. I have to switch medicines. I have to just do like a whole bunch of different stuff. And I feel like at the time I felt like, why this young? Why now? Why me? And the reason why I got it was because it skips generations, and it occurs more in black girls. I don't know why though. Like it's really rare for like a guy to get it that's black, and it's really rare for like any other race to get it also. But now I'm used to it now, but it really was hard, and I never really got the chance to really come into full reality at that time. I had to be strong for my mom. It was just me and her. I didn't really have time to sit there and cry and just, I didn't have a chance to, how can I explain that? For somebody to be strong for me. And, my mom was there the whole time. She just helped me. She's basically my best friend because she stayed at the hospital with me the whole time, lost her job and everything just to take care of me. And I really appreciate that, but I'm okay now, and, I'm just so grateful that I'm stronger than I've ever been, more confident than I've ever been. Like, when I lost my hair, because, and I got to tell you that too. I think I told you before, but I had this Jamaican braid my hair, and she braided way too tight, and my hair is really fine. If you could, you see, it's like really fine. So it don't need to be braided that tight like that, and it just created bald spots because I was already having like a flare up. Sometimes I have those where my hair just, it don't fall out, but it's like, it's real sensitive. My scalp is sensitive. Everything is sensitive. So after a couple weeks or whatever, my hair, I had to take the razor and then was pulling my hair out. Just everything was coming out. But my hair was growing back or whatever, and just getting back on track with that. Because when I first moved to Webster, oh my God, my health was messing me up. I stayed in the bed for a good 3 months. Not really going anywhere and stuff like that. And I just been growing my hair. I've been wearing a lace front, but I'm thinking about just not wearing it because I don't see the point. I want to live my truth, and I'm tired of wearing hair. It's about to be hot outside too, so Plus, I got a nice graded hair. It's not like my hair is nappy and stuff like that. You can go right through it. And hold on, I gotta get some tissue. I don't want to keep wiping my nose, but I'm finally getting better about it, and I'm hoping that they can make a cure for me, or for everybody that has lupus, because having lupus is not fun. It's really not. But at the same time, if you can keep it under control and stuff like that, it really shouldn't bother you that much. But it's just the simple fact of having it, period. And I just appreciate all the people that was there for me and stuff like that. And yeah, if you have lupus, don't be ashamed of having it. Just keep pushing through. Some days it's going to be hard and stuff like that, but you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You can't. I have lupus, but lupus doesn't have me. You can't let it hold you down and, make you real upset, or, plus stress is not good anyway for the lupus. When you have stress out and stuff like that, flare-ups can come very easily also. And, I think I showed you my tattoo too. But this is for my lupus. It's a wolf with butterfly wings. And the wolf is And the butterfly, with the butterfly wings, is basically saying, like, I have the strength of a wolf, but I'm delicate or fragile like a butterfly. And what I mean by that is I'm fragile, you know what I'm saying, but I'm strong. And I can take anything. I think God gave it to me because he knew that I can handle it better than somebody else he could have gave it to. And I just appreciate and is very thankful that my health is where it is now. Because I was at the point where I almost died, and at a very young age. So like I said before, if you got lupus, just stay strong. Keep your head up. Keep going. You got it. You got lupus, but lupus doesn't have you. You got to keep being strong. You can't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Nothing. Take your medicines. Do what you got to do. And I'm sure over time, like they made cures for cancer, that they'll make a cure for lupus. You just got to stay strong, though. But, you know, I'm doing way better. You know, I take my medicines on time. I don't have to get infusions anymore. I'm off way less medications. I only take like 4 or 5 pills. What else? I'm just doing like way better. And, you know, you just got to be strong. And, you know, I was really scared to share my story because I knew I was going to cry. I didn't want to cry, but just the experience that I had endured at that time, as far as learning that I had lupus, was just really tough. It really was. Like not a lot of people, but some of my cousins came to visit me, but the people that I wanted there wasn't there. So I'm not saying I'm not appreciative for the people that did go, but I just wish like a lot of more people would have came. But anyways, yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to share my lupus story with you guys so we can, you know, get a little bit closer. You can get to know me a little bit more. And I really appreciate you listening, because me, you know, going on YouTube with Jazz, it helps me feel like I have a friend. You know, everybody needs a friend. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. Everybody needs somebody to vent to. And I feel like I can depend on you guys, you know, to listen to me. But that was my video for now. And, yeah. But, oh, so I can stop being sad a little bit. I'm planning on getting this haircut. I'm going to show you guys at the, no, I'm gonna surprise y'all with it. But I am going to get, not like shave my whole head off, but I'm going to like line it up and stuff like that so I can wear it out. And, yeah, but thank you for watching. I appreciate you for listening. And like I said, for anybody that has lupus, keep your head up. You got this. You way stronger than that. Keep going. Lupus, we got lupus, but lupus don't got us. So, thanks, YouTube. Bye.